I know nowadays a lot of people struggle with all kinds of addiction, right? Alcohol, drugs, even the vapes, right? You know, got all these kids, addicted to the vape pens and all these different flavors and stuff like that. But what people really don't know much about when it comes to this addiction stuff is the gooning. A lot of people are addicted to gooning. Now, I found a video that might just help a few of y'all. If you have an addiction to gooning, man, maybe this is something here that might, it may make you go, oh, hold on now, wait a second. This might not be a lane I want to go down in any further. We got video by the Paint Nerd, the worst gooner death ever. All right, let's lock in, y'all.
Incident. On February 14th, 2014, on Valentine's Day, a man in Bloemfontein, South Africa, was reportedly alone inside his apartment for most of the day. According to local accounts that later spread widely online, he had taken the day off and remained indoors without contact with friends or family. Throughout the afternoon and into the evening, he repeatedly engaged in gooning while isolated in his residence. By nightfall, he had allegedly masturbated 62 times over
62 times, bruh! 62? Please tell me none of y'all are this far deep into a gooning addiction. 62 times. Bro, does the average human male even produce that much to wanna do 62 times? Do you produce that much sperm, dog? Yeah, this guy, hey, yo, bro, he must have been deep in the categories, gang. Holy, bro.
For the course of the day. Neighbors later stated they had not seen him leave the apartment, and phone calls to his number went unanswered. Concern grew when relatives were unable to reach him later that evening. After attempts to make contact failed, he was discovered unresponsive inside the apartment. Emergency medical services were called to the scene, but he showed no signs of recovery and was pronounced dead.
Dead? Dead from imagine that, bro, being found deceased, cause of death, gooning. Nah, bruh. Oh, couldn't be me, bruh.
Preliminary reports attributed the death to cardiac arrest following extreme physical exertion. Medical professionals noted that intense and repeated sexual activity can significantly elevate heart rate and blood pressure, particularly in individuals with undiagnosed.
I mean, dude, but you gotta think though, at one point, like this dude must have been severely exhausted, but he just kept going. It just goes to show, man, this addiction shit, bro. I mean, you get a little too deep into this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It can get real bad, bro. It can get real dangerous. Upon your exhaustion, you kept fucking beating your fucking meat, bro. Are you fucking serious? Now all your parents, what the fuck are they gonna put in the funeral? Yeah, man, he died of cardiac arrest. Oh my God, no. What happened? I mean, he was, how do I put this? He was being his dick. He was gooning. He died off of gooning, right? It's just embarrassing all around.
Diagnosed cardiovascular conditions. The carrot incident. On an ordinary evening, a 40-year-old woman entered her bedroom, closing the door behind her. She moved with quiet focus, retrieving a big carrot from the kitchen. She lay back on the bed and started using the...
Oh, nah. You see, this is one of those things, bro. They like to say that guys are like hella like, when they want to, usually a lot of girls like to say that guys are into weird shit or that they do weird shit. No, what they say is guys will smash anything, right? I ain't gonna lie, I ain't seen no man smash no fucking fruits and vegetables the same way women do, bro. I'ma just keep it 100, bro.
The carrot to goon. After a few minutes, an unexpected event occurred. A fatal air embolism formed in her. She gasped, a shudder ran through her body, and then all motion ceased. Alone and vulnerable, she collapsed onto the bed, unconscious.
No.
Hours later, family members noticed her absence from normal household activity. Concerned, they entered the bedroom to check on her and found her completely...
Oh, bro, no, that's just embarrassing, dog. Imagine being passed out on a bed with a carrot shoved up your fucking cooch. And your parents come in there and find that bro, kill me now, dog. Holy, bro.
Unresponsive. Paramedics were called immediately, but there was nothing they could do. She was pronounced dead on the scene. The investigation revealed that the cause of death was a rare, tragic air embolism, triggered by the insertion of the carrot during her self-stimulation. No foul play was involved. The incident became noted as an extremely unusual but documented medical case.
That's weird, though. From a carrot? So it wasn't necessarily the carrot then. It was just some random mishap? Because I'm trying to imagine that must have also... it could have happened if she used like, an actual toy, right? So
The
I don't know.
Christmas tree incident. On December 18th, 2009, a 42-year-old man was alone inside his apartment in a small city in Germany. He had recently decorated his living room for the holidays, installing a string of electric Christmas tree lights connected to a standard wall outlet. Neighbors later reported that they saw his apartment illuminated late into the evening. According to the subsequent investigation, the man began engaging in gooning while alone.
God damn, boy, they got my man's Johnson in the fucking picture right here. Well, that boy got that 3-inch. Holy,
At
bro.
some point, he clamped a string of plugged-in Christmas lights to his nipples. During the course
Okay, bro. No, okay. Okay, dog. This is a different level right here, bro. This motherfucker right here is a goddamn menace. Holy, bro. What kind of stimulation are you trying to get, brother?
of the activity, electrical current passed through his body. Within seconds, the electrical shock disrupted the normal rhythm of his heart. There were signs of sudden collapse near the seating area of the living room, but no emergency
Damn.
call was placed. The following morning, after he failed to report to work and did not respond to calls, a concerned relative contacted authorities. Police entered the apartment and found him unresponsive. Emergency services confirmed his death at the scene.
Yeah, yo, this is just making me think. Imagine all the weird incidences that first responders have seen. You gotta imagine, police officers, paramedics, firefighters, they've all, maybe not all, but a good amount of them have seen just weird stuff like this. Things that you and I wouldn't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? This is fucking crazy to think about. I'm just like, whoa.
Post-mortem examination determined the cause of death to be cardiac arrhythmia due to electrocution. The
Ugh.
toy incident. On November 2025, a 22-year-old woman in Roysambu, Kenya, retired to her bedroom, closing the door behind her. She retrieved a vibrating toy device and began using it, fully absorbed in the sensations, unaware of the danger that would soon unfold. Moments later, a sudden loud pop rang out from the device like an electrical surge from a malfunctioning mechanism. The sound startled her briefly, but she refused to let the toy...
This bitch is fucking a gooning demon right here. This bitch, she did not do any inspections. She didn't say, hey, that's weird. Maybe I should stop this. She said, I'm going to keep going because I ain't get my nut yet. I mean, this is Kenya, man. Maybe vibrators are expensive over there. I don't know.
Go. A few seconds later, the electrical current coursed through her body, leaving her tense, then motionless. Neighbors, hearing the strange, loud noise, knocked on the door. When there was no response, they alerted emergency services. Paramedics arrived and found her unresponsive with the device still in place. Despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead at the scene from electrocution, and the investigation concluded that the death was caused by a malfunctioning electrical sex toy. The 72 Acts. On April 12, 2006, a 17-year-old male student from a small town in Uttar Pradesh, India, was found deceased in his family's modest home. He had reportedly told a close friend the previous day of his intention to engage in gooning 74 times consecutively.
Okay, bro. Another one of these incidents. But what is with these large numbers? What are you, 72, 74, what, 70s? You want to do it how many times? Again, we can't produce this much at one time, fellas. In a day? Are you kidding me? Okay, bro.
A goal he framed as a test of physical endurance and self-discipline. On the morning of the incident, his parents left for work at a local textile mill, leaving him home alone to study for his upcoming exams. He retreated to his small room, closing the wooden door behind him. Hours passed. He continued his gooning, pushing past normal physical limits. By the time his mother returned home in the early evening, the house was silent. She found his door still closed, and after receiving no response, she forced it open. He was lying on his cot, unresponsive and visibly distressed in his...
God damn, now you got the mom all freaked out, bruh. Bro's passed out on the fucking bed. Got his 3-incher right there just poking out, bruh. Fuck, bro.
Final moments. A neighbor with a motorcycle rushed him to the nearest clinic, but the doctor could only pronounce him dead on arrival. Local authorities were notified, and an initial police report documented the circumstances based on the friend's testimony and the family's account. The death was attributed to cardiac arrest, brought on by extreme physical exertion and dehydration. The Reverend who gooned. On June 24th,
God, no. Please tell me this ain't true, bro.
2007, a 51-year-old Baptist minister named Reverend Gary Aldridge, known for his energetic leadership and his role in growing Thornton Road Baptist Church from a small congregation
Bro fucking aired out the name of the Baptist church too? Damn.
to over 300 members, suddenly failed to attend normal morning services. When the popular religious leader did not appear in the pulpit, concern grew quickly among the congregation. A church member and a Montgomery police officer went to his residence in East Montgomery to check on his welfare. Around 10 a.m., they entered the home and discovered Reverend Aldridge unresponsive with dildo in his...
Yo!
anus covered with a condom. Paramedics were called, but
Oh nah, bro. Oh shit. That's like the worst way. A reverend? This guy's supposed to be preaching Christianity, and bro, this is clearly a no-go in the world of Christianity, bro. It be the pastors too that you gotta watch out for, bro. The motherfuckers that be doing the most preaching be the ones you really gotta watch out for. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, it's one thing to get caught beating your shit and you just, beat your shit to exertion. But I mean, you're not even beating your shit. You got caught with a fucking dildo up your ass, my G. Are you kidding me right now, bro? Oh nah, brother.
he was pronounced dead at the scene. During
So
the
what
subsequent medical examination, authorities determined the cause of death was accidental mechanical asphyxia. The autopsy revealed that the minister had died alone while pleasuring himself. Reports from the Montgomery Advertiser and later the Smoking Gun noted he was found in an elaborate state of bondage, wearing multiple layers of specialized gear including 2 wetsuits, a face mask, diving gloves, slippers, rubberized underwear, 2 ties, 5 belts, and 11 straps.
These motherfuckers be freaky as hell, bruh. It be the religious people too, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, those be the freaks, dog. One time I was messing with this one Islam chick, a Muslim girl, bro. Let me just say, man, when people are really like, when they feel so restricted like that, as far as their religion and stuff like that, they don't have the flexibility to do much, man. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile, bro. We talking freaks, bro. To this day, might be the biggest freak I've ever messed with. I ain't gonna lie.
The Head Incident. On February 16, 1899, a 58-year-old French statesman named Félix Faure concluded his afternoon duties as the president of France. After a series of tense political meetings, he retired to a private drawing room, expecting a brief reprieve from the pressures of office. Late that afternoon, he had requested the company of a frequent visitor to the palace, a 30-year-old Parisian socialite named Marguerite Steinheil. Servants and palace aides remained nearby, accustomed to the president's routine of private consultations. Shortly after they were alone, frantics start giving the president some head. After a few minutes, the quiet of the drawing room was suddenly broken by frantic cries for help. When staff rushed into the room, they found the president collapsed on a sofa, struggling for breath and slipping into unconsciousness.
No!
Despite the efforts of his doctors, President Faure showed no further signs of recovery. He was pronounced.
Damn, she sucked the life out of this nigga, bruh. Yo! She sucked his soul away. Where is this woman at, bruh? Yeah, if there's one way I want to go out, I might as well go out like this, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you, bruh. Well, now, seriously, where is this woman at, bruh? I need to know. Where is this chick at? She sucked the life away from her dude. Are you serious? That bitch is a demon.
Pronounced dead at the palace just a few hours later. During the medical examination, authorities determined that the cause of death was a massive cerebral hemorrhage or stroke. The chicken coop incident. On June 27, 2013, a 53-year-old man surnamed Liu concluded his evening in a quiet village in eastern China. Liu was regarded by his neighbors as a reserved and private individual who lived a solitary existence in a modest home. On one morning, neighbors noticed a lack of activity at his residence. By the afternoon, when Liu had still not appeared to tend to his property, a group of villagers became concerned and decided to check on him. They found his front door unlocked and entered the home, which was quiet and appeared to be in order. However, upon entering his bedroom, they found his computer still running, with the screen displaying explicit adult content that had been playing for hours. The search led them to the backyard, where they made a grim discovery. Liu was found unresponsive and completely naked inside a small chicken coop situated just outside his bedroom window. Local authorities were immediately summoned to the scene. During the medical examination, forensic experts reconstructed the final moments of Liu's life. They determined that he was so excited by the porno that for some reason, he went out to the chicken coop to goon. The combination of his...
What? Can you make that make sense, please? You were so excited it made you want to go in the chicken coop? What the fuck was this guy watching? Don't tell me he was about to do some of those chickens, bruh. What was this man watching, dog?
Significantly elevated heart rate and the sharp drop in temperature outside created a severe physical strain. The official report concluded that the death was a result of natural causes brought on by acute physical overexertion in a cold environment. The beach incident. On July 1st, 2021, a 34-year-old woman named Christina Revel
Hey, she ain't too bad looking for a 34-year-old, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something something I crack for the weekend type shit, just a little something, something, depending on what the ass look like and stuff of that nature, of course.
Glick was arrested on a Tybee Island beach in Georgia after onlookers reported her engaging in gooning with a sex toy. She appeared visibly distressed as officers confronted her. After
I remember there was an actual video of this. Yeah, I remember this.
initially denying the act, she admitted she had used the device for roughly 20 seconds because she was feeling stressed, expressing deep remorse to the officers
Nah, yeah, you're gonna get put on a fucking list, bro.
as they escorted her away. In the months following the incident, after the body cam video went viral,
Yeah, that was her. No wonder. I was like, hey, hold on, who is this? That was
officers
her,
as they
wasn't it?
escorted her away. In the months following the incident, after the body cam video went
Yeah. She ain't too bad, bro. She ain't too. Unfortunately, man, somebody ended up posting the footage online, and she took her own life, I believe. Right? It's unfortunate, man. She was a good-looking woman, man. You know?
viral, Revels reportedly struggled with a downward spiral involving drugs and alcohol. The following
Yeah.
spring, after she failed to make a rent payment, her landlady grew concerned and went to check on her well-being. Upon entering the residence, the landlady discovered Revels unresponsive in her home. Authorities were
Damn.
immediately contacted to perform a check of the scene. Investigators found no evidence of a struggle or foul play. During the medical examination, the coroner determined that the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head, occurring on
Damn.
March 31st, 2022, approximately 8 months after her arrest. If you like this video and want to suggest
Yeah, bro. She took herself out the game, bro. Holy man. Yeah, I mean, listen, dog. Gooning, man. Hey, there are all types of addictions in this world, bro. But death by gooning, is that really how you want to go out, bro? I recommend everybody really think about stuff like this, dude. If you're gonna die one way, just really think about it. Do you want to have on the top of your tombstone, goon, right? Gooner. I don't think anybody wants that, man. So yeah, man. Hey, shout out to that last lady at the end, bro. Very sad the way she went out because I'm sure it must have been a very embarrassing thing. That body cam footage went crazy. I mean, everybody was fucking. It was all over the place, and it was crazy because she was a good-looking girl. I'm like, shit, nigga, you could have just, you know what I'm saying, could have hit up the kid, but you know what I'm saying. But anyway, don't wanna drag this on for too long. So yeah, y'all go ahead, drop a subscription to this guy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good video right here. The paint nerd. All right, man. Hell yeah. I love it.